can't make bad life choices, what are you doing?
I'm guessing you're being good at life?
It's debatable. We made this show, and that's a bad life choice. Hello and welcome to another episode of In a Pickle, the show that is dedicated to the less glamorous side of sports. I am your host, Dave Houghton, and with me today, my co-host, who once returned soup at a deli, Sarah Raytalick. Hello, Sarah.
Hello.
It's like an old man returning soup at a deli.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah? Whatever. How you doing today? What's going on? I thought you would get a kick out of that one. I guess not. I guess that one flew off the mark.
I get a kick out of it.
No, whatever. It's a fail. Life choices. That's what we're talking about here.
That's what we're here for. Hey, listen.
That's the name of the episode. Life choices.
I liked it. I appreciate you. I think you're fabulous, sir.
Thank you. I think you're full of shit. So.
I am. I haven't pooped yet.
Oh, well, speaking about being full of shit, we got quite the show today. We got a long one today.
Holy shit.
No.
Yes. This is and as you kind of go on with the show, you'll see the theme that we have towards the end. I strategically placed things in strategic places.
I like it. So let's kick it off with the rewind. Speaking of full of shit, we got Michael Strahan. So... Sarah, hit me with the rewind.
So last week we discussed Billy B, right?
Billy B. Belichick. I'm not going to sing the song again.
No. He needs PR help after all that interview mess. Well. America loves them. Some Michael Strahan and Good Morning America. And guess who Billy B is going to be interviewing with on Friday?
Did he handpick this interview? Like, is this Bill Belichick's decision to get Michael Strahan to interview him on Good Morning America?
I'm going to assume that it was someone in PR who he hired or his caretaker hired.
Yeah.
And was like, you need to sit with Michael Strahan and get all the, housewives to love you.
Is Barbara Walters not available?
I don't know.
She's still alive?
I think so.
All right, Peter Barbara Walters, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Well, I can listen. This whole Bill Belichick thing is more annoying than it is anything. For a man who spent his entire football career just mumbling through interviews, and now he's got some sort of media relations person trying to tell him what to do. I mean, not to mention the fact that his child bride is banned from all of North Carolina's things.
Everything.
I mean,
from everything.
He hasn't even coached a game yet, and he's already not very well liked in the community. So, historically, he's always just mumbled through press conferences and could give a shit less about the media. And now? Why now? Why at 70-something years old, and he's in a new chapter of his life? Yeah, he's got a young girlfriend. Some would say extremely too young, but now he wants to go on this tour. I mean, he should have wrote a book and then just fucking did a book tour. Why you got to get another job coaching?
Here's the thing.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the only reason why I can make sense of this is if there was some sort of hard up situation.
You think his wife took him through the cleaners for divorce?
I mean, she could have, but that's just what we as common folk would perceive this as, where he's so desperate to not look bad in the light of the public when for years everyone hated him. He's now really fighting this Yeah, just let it go, Billy B. Just let it go. Let everyone hate you. You make more money when people hate you.
I think he's just addicted to the young poon. Can you say poon?
You can say poon, right?
Yeah,
Can you?
I don't know. I think he's just addicted to. If not, I'll edit it out. But I can't with the what just happened in that clip because that's going on our YouTube. The IAPradio.com for the YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, and share to watch Sarah defecate. I guess we're not sure what happened to the to her chair, but listen, I don't know. Maybe he's just dumb and in love, and he just whatever she says is gonna go, and that's it. I don't know,
Pooty pooty.
but
Giving him that booty booty.
let's take a trip
But
back to PNC Park real
yeah,
quick
let's go back to
before we get
Pittsburgh.
into this story. I know that's not a rewind, but did you see the security guard fighting those
The
two
oh my
hillbillies? Like PNC Park, what's going on? Listen, I am all for the security guard in this situation. That
100%.
fan or person spit on the security guard.
Yep.
Whatever was being said in the conversation is one thing, but once you spit on someone, all bets are
It's
off.
done.
All bets are
It's
off.
done.
And
We're
that dude
picking
took
up
off his
chairs and
fucking
tables.
belt and started beating him with it, and
Yeah.
I applaud him.
I give him all the credit. I was
Yeah,
trying to leave that out because I was like, we need a little breather from PNC because it's been
I
week
feel it just
after
has.
week after week.
Yeah.
It's PNC. But we have another camera angle of our
Yes, and
buddy
I did post it on our social media
Kevin.
accounts.
Yes. Head over to our Instagram or
Yeah,
X or Tickety Talk or YouTubey doobity.
it's on all of them.
Go and see it. He looks like an excited child at the zoo seeing the gorillas for the first time.
Yeah.
Does he not? He's like
No, he
jumping
does.
on the rail and
Yeah.
he's like excited. And then now it explains everything as to how he flipped
Right.
because he was jumping holding the rail.
He reminds me of my daughter when she gets too excited and she just falls down because she can't control her feet. So this is exactly what happens when you mix alcohol, baseball, and I don't want to say mental illness,
Child
but uh,
childlike behavior.
childlike behavior. Yes.
Yeah. And for me, all I could do was go back to the child falling into the gorilla pit.
Yes.
And
Yes.
remember what ends up happening in the end?
Well, they
Yeah.
killed the gorilla. I'm
Yeah.
just glad that when he fell, when this Caravan Markwood, I know his first name's not Caravan, but now that uh, now that we see that he was just an excited child who fell over the rails and it was his own fault. Uh, well, you really can't make fun of it still because I mean, he did break his neck, but
I mean, you can.
I mean, you can, and of course, we will hear it in a pickle because we're very unprofessional. But
Yeah, you can. No.
I don't remember where I was going with this. So whatever. Dick's out for Harambe.
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly. R.I.P. for Harambe. Dixo
yeah.
for
Oh, I remember
Harambe.
where I was going with this. Oh, they killed the gorilla once he took the child. I'm just glad that they didn't kill the entire Pittsburgh team.
Right.
However, they
They're gonna
did
kill
kill their
themselves.
coach, and he
Yes.
has been fired. So
Yes.
yeah, we're like
It
30 games into the season, and already two MLB managers have been fired. So uh, clean up. So
clean up aisle PNC.
yeah, oof, unbelievable. Speaking about cleanup, Justin Tucker is not welcomed at the local rub
Bye
and tugs
bye
anymore,
bye.
and he's not
Yes,
welcomed at the
he's
Ravens
not
facility.
right. He goes in with his key card.
Mhm.
Sorry, nobody's home. So yeah, he was released from the Ravens because we have all these accusations out there up against him,
Yeah, it's like 20
and
something,
it's
right?
redonkulous,
Oh,
more than a dozen. It's wild. So the Ravens general manager and executive vice president Eric DeCosta said in a statement, "Sometimes football decisions are incredibly difficult, and this is one of those instances." considering our current roster, we have to make the tough decision to release Justin Tucker. I don't, okay. Couple things. One, this investigation started in February.
Right.
So, kind of have the feeling something came about. That's number one. And two, they just drafted a kicker.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
I don't, I
I
know that,
personally don't think that it would have been this kind of decision if Justin Tucker had a good season last year. If he had a season like he normally has, I think the Ravens
yeah,
would have been like, let's see how this pans out. Maybe it's just false accusations. Maybe it's not really,
I don't
really, I don't know.
know.
But I think because he had such a bad year and he's got 20 something cases of him going into a rub and tug and being uh, like technically sexually assaulting these women, I think the Ravens were like, oh, this is, yeah, let's get rid of him.
I still feel like they found something. Either
I feel like it
with
would have been out by
one
now,
or
though.
two. No, no, no. They haven't, they won't reveal it yet. They'll wait. But to protect the shields, they'll release him before they reveal it.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So it's something where to separate him from the Ravens, from the NFL,
Yeah.
release him now because you know what's going to happen. Just get it out of the way.
Yeah. That's true. But yeah, I mean, it's not surprising that they're gonna try to hide. But I mean, it was you knew this was coming, that he was gonna be released.
Knew it. We
You
knew
know?
it. And I think we discussed this when we discussed this.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's just I'm excited to see where the hammer falls here and what's gonna happen to him. Uh I can't imagine anything like, well, now that he's lost his job, I can't imagine that
Yeah,
anything crazy gonna happen. I mean, he might pay some fines, get sued, I don't know, but he's
we shall see.
definitely not having a job and or a wife anymore. So,
Yep.
oh well. All
Fuck
right.
around and
So,
find out.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan is back in sports. I
Yes,
guess
let's jump into the news over
he might
here.
have to pay a
Yes.
gambling debt or something, so he needs a
Okay,
job,
so
or his son needs
I
more cocaine.
see my brain went with he wanted to take his son out of the headlines and by being back in front of the camera. I don't know how this is gonna pan
Think
out.
he's like that. I
I
don't
don't
think.
know.
I'm
He's not
pretty
really
sure he
around
would
for
just
a
be like,
father, so
yeah, he's probably a super absentee father. That's why his kids are just kind of meh. But I mean, like,
just
yeah. I
yeah,
mean,
I'm intrigued at how this is gonna play out.
so what's he
Because
what's he doing here exactly?
so he's going to be joining NBC's NBA coverage. He's going to be the special contributor and commentator.
So is he going to tell us how to place bets properly?
I'm gonna assume. Is he gonna be just coming out and being like, this is what you're gonna do to
I
not
mean,
lose your
I don't
money?
I don't know if you can really take betting advice from a man who lost $1 million in a golf game, uh, and or lost coins to an usher with curly hair. I don't know.
Da, 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 da.
I don't know, but so this is Peacock's
This is
answer to what?
Yeah, this is part of the 11-year, 76 billion broadcasting deal that Peacock is doing with Disney and Amazon. It's like this big deal. So I'm guessing that they had to be like, look who we were able to get. And they polished them up and brought them in. And they were all like, ooh.
But
And that's
wait,
how they got this deal.
if NBC is doing a deal with Disney, Disney owns ESPN and ABC. Aren't they just competing with themselves?
Everybody owns everything.
Yeah.
So it's all under one. There's four big companies in this country that own everything, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then Disney doesn't even own Disney.
Who owns Disney?
The devil.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, Mickey Mouse fucked the penguin once, so.
Yeah.
Uh, all right.
Um,
So
yeah. I mean,
I
yeah.
just don't understand. The,
I don't understand why he's doing this and now. And I also
this is like the owner of a restaurant opening up a restaurant right next to his restaurant.
yes,
Yeah, which is like what?
makes no sense.
Yeah, I don't get it.
But I'm just intrigued
I
to
guess you
see
open it up so no
how
one else opens up a restaurant. I don't know.
I'm just intrigued to see how he commentates
Do we know
because
his salary? Because at first, when I read this, I was like, they signed him for 11 years at $76 billion. What the
it
fuck?
hasn't been posted yet
Yeah,
that I've found. I'll dig a little deeper as it more comes out. They're just basically riding on the name Michael Jordan right
of
now.
course they are. Of
But
course.
in my mind, when it comes to uh commentary, it's always Charles Barkley. Sir Charles.
Absolutely.
Nobody can touch him.
Who's
Or
asking ESPN to fire him, which is hilarious.
yeah,
He doesn't even work for them yet, and he's already like, go ahead, try to
he's
fire me.
he's the fucking goat, man.
I
He's
don't
the
know. Maybe
best.
Michael Jordan needed a job so they can get his son's Maserati off the train tracks. You
It's
know,
probably still there, yeah.
I mean, that's going to be expensive to get
Sure.
off. So, the Celtics at press time are down 3 games to 1 to the New York Knicks, and my season over at Sullivan's Tap is probably coming to an end on Wednesday. But what is happening with Kevin Garnett?
Well, he had the cops called to his house at around 2 a.m. on April 27th after a domestic dispute involving him and his girlfriend. Was it Treya Chandelier? We're just
Chandelier.
gonna go with
I was
Chandelier.
Chandelier, yeah.
Yeah.
That just proves that nothing good happens past 2 a.m.
So
But
true.
all right, so no fist. It
No,
never
no
got physical,
fists,
right?
no physical.
All right.
If they just were in an argument, cops were called. That's it. So they
Yeah.
must have been hella loud, and the Poe showed up to their LA area residence, and he had already removed himself from the house before the police showed up because he was like, I can't. This is crazy. I'm
Yeah.
out of here.
Because
You
he's
know,
smart.
yeah, he
Yeah.
knows. So he knew his boiling point. He needed to step away from the situation
Yeah.
to not have a domestic escalate. So yeah, but no charges, no arrests, just an argument.
So it's just husband and wife fighting.
Just a just a Tuesday.
She probably missed the water bill or something. I hear you, KG.
She
Don't worry
she
about it.
she clogged the toilet and didn't take ownership.
Yeah. Yeah. Too many wet wipes down the old pipe. Yep. I I get it. All right. What is this next story? Do I? Oh, yes. This next story is why the fans in all sports are fucking trash.
They're trash. I don't know where we are anymore with these sports and these sports fans. And it seems like I don't know. Baseball fans have always been a little off the rocker there,
Yeah.
a
Well,
little
that's because
tapped.
baseball is a little tapped.
Yeah, and it's a
Everybody in
long
baseball,
season.
like people who play, are tapped. It's mostly because they're baking in the sun
Yeah,
for
it's the sun and the
162
alcohol
games. Yeah.
and all the hot dogs and
Yeah.
yeah,
All those
those processed meat will
processed
get
meats.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the shit that we've already experienced, and we're still relatively early in the season,
Yeah, we're in
but
the
the shit,
well, I wouldn't say infant stage of this season.
no,
We're there.
yeah, we're like
Yeah,
toddler-esque.
we're about a
We're
quarter
there.
of the way through the season, I guess.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
there. But these Houston Astro fans can fuck all the way
I
off.
mean, maybe they're just mad because their star player is
Oh,
4'11.
yeah.
You know,
That's yeah,
he's a
he
tiny man.
is. He is so little.
And they lost their other star player to the Boston Red Sox. So,
Um,
I don't know.
I mean, it is
But
the Red
all right,
Sox,
so
though.
what did these
Okay,
Houston
anyways.
fans do?
So they were sending death threats to Lance McCullers Jr.'s family and him on social media. And yeah,
They were the Houston fans were threatening Lance's children,
children,
like eh, uh, like
children,
2, 3, 4, 5 years old children, like not like we would
children.
threaten like Michael Jordan's kids who are well into their 30s,
Right.
but
No, we're talking
children. We're talking about
children.
4 year olds.
Children. Yes.
Yeah. He is just coming back from injury. He was
Yeah,
out, I think, all last season.
he's missed 2 seasons.
Two. Oh, wow.
He missed 2 seasons because of
Wow.
injury, and
Yeah.
he's just been recovering, and it's like, okay, pipe down. Like,
Wow.
you, yeah. So it's so bad that the Houston Police Department is officially investigating the threats. He had to remove himself from social media, so he's off of social media now as well. But I couldn't even put the threats in here because, as fucked up as you and I are,
Hmm.
it's something that I was like, no, no, no. I'm not going to read this because that's really
Yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah.
Really fucked up. So
I
if
mean,
anyone
even if you
is
let off
intrigued, they
seven
can look it up
runs in the first
themselves.
inning, you know,
7 runs in the first inning against
thre
the Cincinnati Reds. I can get that. I would threaten to fight him. I
yeah.
wouldn't threaten to, I
Yeah.
mean, I'm
You
gonna
threaten
fight him.
him, not to,
Not those
well, don't threaten
kids.
anybody.
Don't th you know, you no, but you threaten to fight him. You don't
But these are
threaten
like
to
the
kill him.
assholes. Yeah. These are like the assholes who yell at players when they miss a parlay or some shit. Be like, it's not
Yeah.
my fault you're a fucking degenerate gambler.
That's what it is now. You know that, right? It's
Yeah.
all of these threats and all of this stuff is all based off of gambling. It's a hundred
Which
percent is
which
where we're
is
at.
ridiculous. I mean, it's not their fault. I mean, if you wanted to place a bet on the NBA draft last night, who would have thought that Dallas, who had a 1.8% chance of winning the top draft pick, would get it? I mean, rigged, yes, but
It's so rigged.
you don't bet on the NBA because it's
So
rigged.
rigged. Yeah.
But I mean,
Rigged, rigged, rigged,
I'm
rigged.
sure
Oh gosh.
ownership of the Dallas Mavericks were pissed because she's been trying to tank the team since she bought it from Cuban. So,
Yep.
all right, what's our next story here?
So, ex-NFL player Adrius Taylor was arrested for child abuse in Florida.
Yeah,
So maybe he's the one that's setting the threats.
he's
Maybe.
threatening the children because he
He's
hates
threatening the
children.
children. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, according to the jail records, thanks to TMZ, he was booked on 2 charges. One count of negligent child abuse without bodily harm, and one count of soliciting another for prostitution, lewdness, or assassination.
What?
Yeah. It
He's
was,
pimping his kid out?
yeah.
What?
Or he's working to pick up another kid. He was released on Sunday after posting a $6,000 bond. And because this is still so new, I will keep an eye on it because literally this happened on Sunday. I saw it breaking last night. Had to get it in here.
What?
So he's just out here putting kids in danger. May not
Yeah.
be his kids, but he's all
It's
about fuck them
not his
kids.
kids, but it's somebody's kid. And
Yeah.
if he's pimping out kids, then this guy is hardcore scum. So,
Well,
oof.
if
Well,
he may have, it is Florida, so one, he may
yeah.
have gone to the school of Wanda Franco's girl minor girlfriend's mom.
Oh, yes, yes. Or Wanda Franco's girlfriend's school because
One or the
she's
other.
she's got history class at 10
Well,
o'clock.
well, speaking of school,
Yeah. So he this this Taylor guy is definitely a piece of shit, but not as big as the next biggest pickle. So Sarah, who is this week's biggest pickle?
this week's biggest pickle is Byron Scott.
I remember Byron Scott.
I remember Byron Scott. I remember him as a player, not as a coach, which
See, I
was
remember
weird.
him as a coach, not a player.
Well, because he won Wasn't he like 2008? Wasn't he like coach of
He
the year
was
or
the coach
something?
of the
Or
Lakers in
2007?
2008 when the Celtics beat the
Beat
Lakers.
the Lakers,
Yeah.
yes.
And
But
I
I
believe he coached
remember,
the '09 and 10 championship Lakers team, if I'm not mistaken.
probably,
I don't
I
know
don't
though.
know. But I remember like getting cards of his and being like, why do I get these bum? Like,
Yeah.
you go
I
through when you go through
don't want
baseball
this
cards,
guy.
basketball cards. Well, so if you don't remember him, he played in the NBA. He was an NBA coach, whatever. But that's not what we're gonna discuss about. We're not gonna put him as the biggest pickle because of his subpar playing career. We're gonna discuss the fact that he is now facing a lawsuit from a woman who says he sexually assaulted her in 1987.
I lied. He was not the coach in 2008 Lakers. He was the coach for the 14 through 16 Lakers. Uh,
Oh.
but he was
Did he win
on.
did he win coach of the year or
He
something?
won
He
coach
when
of the
did he
year in
win?
2008 when he was with
Okay.
the Hornets when they were in New Orleans. That's how
Okay.
I
I
remember
knew
it.
he won coach of the year somewhere. I felt like I try to keep up with those because those are
Yeah.
random trivia facts that I need to keep in here.
Well, he's also a
But I
three-time NBA champion with the Lakers in the 80s. So, I mean, here in
yeah,
Boston, we would know him.
still a bum.
Yeah, no, no, no. He still sucks. I mean,
Yeah, he is
especially
not
now
doesn't
that
really
this new
hold a
allegation has surfaced.
hold a
So,
flame to some of that fucking to that team for crying out
yeah.
loud. Anyways, yes. So 1987. It is said that this had transpired during a high school event. No, hold on.
Yeah. Oh,
No.
no. You getting
Oh,
breaking news?
no, I'm trying to read. I was trying to read. My words make no sense. This is how you know that while I was typing this, I started getting tired.
Because it says Sarah Sleepy.
Sarah, go sleepy.
Hmm.
Okay, so it is this transpired at a high school, even though it was the summer,
Yep.
and the accuser was 15 and at the time, and Scott was 26 at the time.
Yikes.
Now you're probably like, oh, why was Scott at the high school? Well, according to the court documents, it's something where the Lakers were at this school utilizing their gymnasium to shoot training videos, basketball
Okay.
training videos, and be like, this is how you pass a ball.
Right.
This is how you get the HIV and all
Mm.
the stuff.
We know how Magic Johnson got the hip. It was that one night with all those 15 ladies.
Right? I'll
Yeah.
get ya. Well, this girl was at the school taking summer classes, and this all transpired in a janitor's closet in the gymnasium.
What the fuck?
So,
Byron Scott roaming the halls while this girl's taking summer school?
yeah, he's out here
What a fucking
catching
creepazoid.
catching out, got the net out there,
Wow.
catching
All right. So
catching
why
the
did this
youngs.
take so long to come out?
Well, according to the documents, the woman accuses Scott of sexual battery and false imprisonment because he left her locked in the closet with him.
What the fuck?
And the original lawsuit of this, which is also interesting. The original lawsuit for this was filed in 2022 under the California Child Victims Act, which extended the statute of limitation for child sexual abuse survivors to file civil claims. Now, in 2022, he did not want his name in it, so he was deemed as a John Doe. Well, here
Oh,
we are in 2025, and it's like, fuck that. No, we're
right.
exposing you.
Right.
So he's there at the high school. So let's go back. He's at the high school, meeting parents, meeting students, doing all these things. Yep. He is not denying that this happened.
Oh,
He's not. He's like, yeah, there was a sexual encounter in a janitor's closet
with the
at
girl
a high
11 years
school
younger than you?
with a girl, but he is claiming he thought she was over 18.
Ugh. God. What the fuck?
Yes.
Okay, I mean,
He also didn't believe that all of these allegations will come out 35 or so years later, da 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 da. But it's like, sir, she was underage.
right. So what
So,
is going to happen here?
okay. So
Because it's
right now
35 years later?
it is,
Longer?
but it's, yeah, because 1987
Yeah,
math is 35. Yeah. It's something where for the Child Victim Act, there isn't a limitation on it because it's like on years past, because sometimes it takes survivors that long for them to speak up
right,
because of the trauma or other things. Um, what's happening now is, of course, he's denying that it was assault or abuse or anything like that because he thought it was she was legal, but it's also like you're not saying the word consensual. You're saying you thought she was of age.
right.
So,
And let's put a pause on this and be like, okay, but she wasn't. You
right.
thought she was 18. Did she say she was 18?
That's the thing. But he's also not saying that it was consensual.
Right. And
So,
even if she said he was 18, I think we're still not thinking of the fact that she wasn't 18
right.
and she's 15, and I mean you're
Yikes.
still 11 years older than her, so like,
Yikes.
yeah.
Yikes. So, the lawsuit demands a jury trial and $25,000 for damages, payment of the attorney fees, and loss of wages to be paid by Scott and the high school. Because the high school is also mentioned in this because the high school essentially didn't keep the students safe.
Yeah, well, that's true. I mean, the thing the high school can fall back on is saying like, well, it's summer school.
Why were you
Um,
at some school?
yeah, coming
But it's
from
also,
someone who went to summer school, uh, I mean, yeah, I would like to. I'm not victim shaming at all here at all,
yeah.
but I would like to know how this person, this woman, how her life went in the 38 years since she was sexually assaulted in this janitor's closet.
Well,
Because why
if
why would this come out now?
if she is requesting a jury trial, we will find out.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
We will
So
find out everything and anything. Now, the other thing too is it's something where she could have, because we don't know. We don't have all the facts and information yet. We fully have like this is what he's being charged for, this is what's happening, this, that, and the other thing.
yeah,
But it's something that she could have gone on to be a CEO and we get her name and we go, "Oh man, wow." We don't know. We don't know what's gonna
right,
come of it.
right. I'm gonna say though that life hasn't been fair to her. I mean, if you're coming out with
I'm
a
gonna say it
loss,
the other way. I'm gonna say it was the other way, and
I'm
she
not trying to
finally
be a
finished
dick here.
therapy.
I'm not
You're
trying to
not
be a
trying to be a
dick
dick.
here.
You're always a dick.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
Mm,
I'm just always worst case
sure about
scenario.
that. Sure
I'm
about
just
that.
worst case scenario all the
Well,
time.
you, yeah, because you
That's why
live
this
a
show was invented.
negative. That's why you live a negative life. I do too, so I can't
Yeah,
talk.
negative life.
So,
I'm the most positive son of a bitch you'll ever meet. That's not true. I
yeah,
fucking hate
fucking
everything. Some guy asked me,
diabetes
I
positive.
was so mad last night after the Celtics lost, and this drunk kid came in and he's like, "Do you have a coin?" And I was like, "Huh?" He's like, "A coin. Do you have a coin?" I was like, "No, I don't have a coin." He goes, "Oh, do you want to see a magic trick?" I said, "No, I don't want to see a fucking magic trick." And I walked away. And the other guy next to me goes, "That's a real motherfucker right there." I don't want to see any fucking magic tricks. I want you to pay your tab and get the fuck out. I want to go home.
Get the fuck out.
Celtics
Get out.
lost. Get out of here. I'm not fucking fun anymore. Get out.
Get. You were fun before. Were you like?
Yeah,
Were you,
'cause it's my
were
job.
you dancing for tips?
I was dancing.
Did you have the maracas out?
I'm trying to pay for a new walkway for my house.
Oh my God! Do you want to? Let's just get a GoFundMe to redo our
breaking
driveways
news.
and walkways.
Breaking news. I think I found Sarah's house.
I need to
I
fix
think I
my
drove by
driveway.
it. I was going to
Yeah,
whip
you-
a Cadbury
You were
egg
right
at it.
down the street from it.
No, I purposely drove by it looking for your Subaru.
Drive a Subaru.
I don't know. I've seen people do that. All right, that's going to be it for us here at In a Pickle. Thank you so much for listening. Go over to iapradio.com and check out all of our social media accounts. Like, follow, share, subscribe, and do what you can to boost us up the charts, get us going.
Do it.
What?
I said do it.
Do it. Do it. You like this show and you want to listen to other podcasts? I know you don't like this show. You want to listen to other podcasts? Go to MaydayMediaNetwork.com and check out all the podcasts on the all the podcasts on the Mayday Media Network, especially Sarah's other podcast, Generation Mixtape, GMTpod.com. I know I said it last week, but I really listened to the B-side wedding episode again, and there is no fucking chance in hell Joe's ever going to do that. I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm putting it out there.
that episode comes out today, so for our listeners, go on over
All right.
and
Go over to
do it.
gmtpod.com and check it out. I do have one thing now before we end this show, which is a very lovely show. Great job on this today.
Great job for you.
Why don't you ever mention
Best
your
show.
other podcast, IAP Radio, on GMT Pod?
I mentioned Mayday Media, but I will go
You know what?
ahead
Fuck you, Sarah.
and go ahead and go forward.
No, I don't want it. I'm going to edit it out.
No,
every
I'm going to
time you
mention it now.
it.
I'm going to mention it now.
I'm going
you
to
know what?
mention
I'm gonna
every time
mention
you
it.
mention it, I'm
It's
going to
just
edit
be
it
like,
right out. No.
and Dave over at IAP.
Oh, I don't want any.
Yeah.
For Sarah
It's so
Ray-Talk, I'm
great.
Dave Houghton, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.
I will add it.
I'm just going to fucking edit it out. I don't care what you
We'll
say.
fucking shank you,
I'm
motherfucker.
gonna.
This is the Mayday
I could
Media
probably
Network.
get shanking.